I made $500 trading gold this week, and I only followed one simple rule. This past week has been crazy for me, literally. I've been failing gold, bad entries, bad executions, failing every trade. I took L's like no man's business, literally. But I saw the movement. I intercepted the movement in a few weeks ago, and this week, guess what? Gold sold like crazy, and I jumped on that opportunity, and I made a couple bucks. No matter what strategy I used, what indicator I used, what signal I saw on the market structure made sense. But still, I wasn't just growing my account. And trust me, I was too frustrated. Then I simplified everything to one simple rule. I literally only traded the London session, patiently waiting for my setup, entered, and TP was hit. This week alone, that is the number one strategy that made me make 500 USD trading gold alone. This strategy was executed with no rush, patience, and discipline. But there was one trade that made me almost lose everything. Let's go on the charts. I show you the exact trade that almost blew my account.
So yes, currently what we're looking at, this is gold. This is how the market moved, literally. This whole past week, if you noticed, Monday it was just consolidating. I don't know what was going through. Many people actually sort of saw gold to say it's going to buy because of the current fundamentals that are taking place in the world. I'm sure everyone, if you're not living under a rock, you know to say there's war, literally. So people were anticipating to say gold, the price is going to go up. So many of us, when price was busy rejecting these areas, everyone thought to say, okay, you know what, gold is going to go up because these are levels that are quite high. This price over here is quite high. And looking at where we came from, let me just zoom this the daily time frame. Looking at where we came from, the analysis literally was just showing to say, okay, this very strong uptrend. No one saw this momentum. Let me just remove this quickly. If you look at this, okay, if you look at this momentum, everyone just sort of say, okay, since gold has been spiking since last year, literally last year, we've just been buying gold. Last year, if you're trying to sell gold, literally, I'm sure by now you were bankrupt or something. So the whole of last year were buying. So everybody just saw this momentum to say it would continue this year. And looking at the fundamentals, the war, everyone was like, okay, you know what? Literally, we're going just to be buying gold because you know the rules. When there's war, the price of everything goes high. So investors tend to run more on the physical component, which is gold. Let me just bring this back. Let's bring this chart back. Yeah. So the market structure, remember, psychologically people are looking at it on a fundamental level. I don't know. Most people trade fundamentals with gold because it's an actual physical object. So when you look at this structure, I saw to say the momentum was coming down. And this rejection over here kept on repeating. The first rejection when it took place, it was a very simple analysis. We had the first rejection here, which is currently here. We had the second rejection here again. All these rejections were assigned to say, okay, the market here, what it's saying here. If you look at this pattern, kept on going up, hit this level, came down again, hit this price again, came up, hit there. Now, many people here don't get to understand what's going on here. Remember, these charts are just a representation of what's currently going on in the world. And these are the levels that price is busy respecting. I analyze markets quite differently. I am not the best, but I'm the GOAT. But yeah, so I analyze markets quite differently. So when I looked at this, when I saw price first hit this level, okay, let me just do this. When I saw price first hit this level, okay, I was like, okay, push the upside. I'm like, okay, fine. Obviously, we are not retesting and we're pushing to the upside. We've done the normal retest. We're supposed to now have aggressive buys, right? But 4 hours later, this candle closes, and then I'm seeing price coming to test these levels again. I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense anymore. So initially, when I saw price come here again and test these levels, I was convinced not to say, okay, there's no much momentum at this level. So I knew that price was going to, at any point, price was going to break this level and come somewhere down here. Because first time when it hit, from my anticipation, I looked at it to say price was going to break these levels. And not that it would come here or put this line, no, but I knew it would come to the second price action level that I'd set on the daily time frame, which is this one here. I was positive because let me explain this in a layman's language, right? If I'm selling a lollipop at 2 kwacha, okay? Let me say a lollipop buying it was at 2 kwacha. Let me say $2 for my international viewers. $2, right? And then the price drops at $1. And then people are not buying. This is exactly what happened here. Dropped at $1, people are not buying. There's no aggressive buyers. I was expecting to sell a lot of cases of lollipop, but nothing happened. So that's a sign to say the price of lollipop was still going to drop. So when I saw when a lollipop just went to this normal price and came back at 2 kwacha again, went again, I was very convinced to say, okay, price now is going to spike down. So I started looking for sales more than buys. I was pretty convinced. But as you know, the rule is you have to buy low and sell high. So most traders at this point were quite convinced to say, okay, this is the lowest that gold has been in this since the overall uptrend, since the overall market structure was an uptrend from last year. So most traders were looking at for a buy here, but I saw a sell. I drew my structure and I knew to say immediately the market just broke this level, I am selling. Believe you me, I started selling like crazy. I'll show you screenshots. I started selling like crazy here. But when we hit this level again, I thought to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to buy. Still nothing. I continued selling, my brother. I continued selling, my sister. We were pushing. We were making money. Then when we hit this level down here, this market structure, I was convinced to say, okay, now when we hit this line that's here, this price which is 4,587.432, I was convinced like now we're going to have a very big reversal. Why? Very simple, because now we are almost on the neckline of the lowest price the last time it retraced. So I was convinced to say, okay, this is simple market structure. So let me go all in. I buy, aiming for the for this market to come and sweep the highest price so far. And believe you me, I went all in and I entered around here. I didn't really okay. My market structure at first, the way you're looking at it right now is different because I entered around here. So I went for a buy and I ended around here. I was convinced because as you know, if the price was rejected, it has to be rejected massively. And I was convinced to say there's no any retracement. So I entered here the second day. And believe you me, the market booped me. I'm sure you can see you can see my strategy here. The market, the system was quite simple. I ended my buys here. At this point, this is where now I almost lost everything. Literally, I almost lost everything. I ended my buys here. My target was up. I was planning to just hold this trade for the longest, like the longest period. Okay, yeah. So, just I was planning to hold this. This trade was supposed to make me, marry 3 women. Apparently, supposed to make me the billionaire that I need to be. So, and it just went opposite of the direction that this is forex, and make sure you at this point I was convinced. I analyzed it, I was overconfident to be honest with you, but I as a trader you always have to make sure you are using proper risk management. Yes, I lost, but I made more. So this is also a simple analysis of the direction of the market. This is the bonus, simple analysis of where the market is going to go. I'm looking at price action right now. When price reaches these levels, 4,403 for buys. At this level here, we're not expecting buys. When market opens Monday just sell. Literally sell up to this level at continue selling at 4,000 up to 4,411. You can sell up to here because the market has already broken this structure here. We had the flag. It has also broken the last lowest price in the past week. So we expect sales up to somewhere here. For now, piece of advice, gold is very volatile. Know how you're trading it. Not forgetting the sponsor of this horse video. If you want to trade with the best broker, the link is in the description below. If you want to join my free signals that I share on a daily basis, the link is below. If you want to get funded, the link is below. And the next video you're going to see is literally me showing you, or it's me flipping a 10,000. I want to fund 10,000 this time. I want to go at 25%. Yeah, and see how I'm going to move it again. It's bit by bit. You don't fund and then expect to flip the account. We don't gamble over here. We fund, make a certain percentage, we withdraw. That's the thing. So the next challenge literally will be 10,000. Just grow it to 25%, just like that. Before you know it, I mean, I will have something that I'll obviously show you guys about. I'll literally I want to make a very big purchase this year, and yeah, I think I must spoil myself this year. I've been hiding for way too long. If you want content like this, subscribe, stay tuned, or you'll never see this channel again. It's your boy Owen. Peace out.